I need you. Come here. What do you know about high society?
Oh, well,
Don't answer that. My society photographer got hit in the head by a polo ball. You're all I got.
Could you pay me in advance?
The name's Sidkriken, and welcome. Yes, for a lot of people that are going to be viewing this video are not the people that are normally subbed to me, so that's totally understandable and fine. For today's video, I actually wanted to talk about something interesting and notice that there is a huge issue on our hands. And what I mean by that is Diablo Immortal. Now, a little bit of an interesting backstory before I get into the story is that for the most part, it's very interesting to see that how so many people are very passionate about Diablo. I, for one, I love Diablo 3 and I've played it a lot. I've had so much fun with it. To say I'm not a super hardcore fan of Diablo in terms of like just constantly playing it a lot, I have played it more than enough. I've played a good amount of hours. Okay, that's all you got to need to know. It's fun. I'm a fan of the game. It's great. It's great. I loved it. I beat it once. I wanted to try to get into like Torment 1, Torment 2, Torment 3, and all that other stuff. I just didn't have enough time on my hands, and I just decided to go away from it. Going back into it a little bit more recently, I was like, damn, it'll be really awesome because BlizzCon is coming up for this year, and I'm like, hey, if they gotta announce something for Diablo, and they did have something in mind. They were sharing about that from their official YouTube and Twitter and all that other crap. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna roll my hands together like Birdman. Okay, we in there like swimwear. Let's see what we're gonna have for this year. So huge hype because I love, in terms of BlizzCon, I love the fact of the reveals are so good. I've always wanted to go to BlizzCon. I would say $145 for that ticket price tag, unless I'm like balling out on some moolah or something, then yeah. But I mean, a flight out to Cali to Anaheim Convention Center with $145 plus, like, you see where I'm going with this, okay? Your boy's not that rich. Regardless, yes, I love BlizzCon. Absolutely love the reveals, everything. Moving on to this year, I was really excited because there was a good handful of reveals, hands down. I think what was really cool is that we finally got a release date for WoW Classic. For a lot of people that don't know, World of Warcraft Classic is a new thing that Blizzard wanted to do for a lot of the fans that wanted to bring the old school feelings back. World of Warcraft has had so many expansions from all the way from Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, Mists of Pandaria, Cataclysm, I forget the other one, Warlords of Draenor, and then Legion, and then Battle for Azeroth. I hope I got that whole expansion correct, because I know somebody's about to strangle me, okay? The whole idea is with this, it's pretty much like, it's a good old, you know, hey, here's some good old nostalgic for the people who wanted to try out the original game before all the expansions came out, or for people who really just loved the original without the expansions and want to go back to that. So we got a release date for that, and there was a demo there too, which I wish I could have played, but I could have spent $50. Again, your boy is super into the idea of saving money. Fun. Now, getting into the fact of, you know, Overwatch with the Ash announcement, Warcraft 3 Reforged, which is, oof, yes, I am definitely going to be getting into that. Same thing with Heroes of the Storm, new character, awesome design, love it. And then we get into Diablo. Yes, 3 minutes and something to the video, maybe 2 minutes, we're talking about Diablo Immortal. Welcome to my channel. We got some things to talk about here. Now, I want to see it from the point of view as what Blizzard was thinking. Now, I understand that there is some things that Blizzard has done over the past that actually, there's a lot. What am I talking about? There's a lot of things that Blizzard has done over the past that are very questionable. But in terms of today's standards, it's really interesting to think about exactly why Blizzard decided to make Diablo Immortal a mobile game. I still can't wrap my head around it other than it's a mobile game. And I know some people are going to probably be typing in my comment section, well, what's the whole point? Why is everyone so mad about a mobile game? It's just a mobile game. Don't play it if you don't like it. Let's take it from a fan who would love to see a new Diablo game, and from tons of people who have probably dedicated their time, life, and money to the fact of how they love this game. So think of it this way. You have your favorite video game. Just think of whatever it is, right? And think of it as oh man, I love this game so much. I've invested so much time into it. I've talked with a lot of people in the community. I've become a part of this huge community of people that have dedicated themselves to this game because they love it, they enjoy it, they have fun with it, and they want to support it as much as they can. And then when you know that there's a convention from the makers of that game that announce every single year something new, something exciting, you get super hyped up. And on top of that, before that happens, they actually put out this little bit of a sprinkle of a teaser in terms of, hey, we're working on some new stuff, some of them dank games you've been loving so much. And you're like, hell yeah, brother, yo, crack me a cold one. So you're ready, you're excited, and you're interested. So you wait until this lovely convention, aka BlizzCon, comes out, and all of a sudden, when you get the chance, you know, you're waiting. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait for this year's Diablo announcement. I bet it's gonna be so amazing. They get up on the stage, and this, I will put out this disclaimer. The devs and all of them, I know some of them do not have anything to do with this at all, and they do not deserve death threats or harassment or doxing or any of that. It's just unacceptable. It's not good. But to have one of their exclusive producers of the game or designers, whatever it was, to come forward and announce that there is a mobile game of your favorite game, you would think, oh yeah, that's cool. But after years and years of neglect, of nothing, no updates from the game, no updates in terms of like whether there might be a new game or a teaser of a new game, other than the last one I probably mentioned of some Diablo game in the works, you get hit with a mobile port or a cheap, as what a lot of people call a cheap man's Diablo, which is kind of, that's rough. That's rough. If a game gets called a cheap man's Diablo and it is actually Diablo but on mobile, you have a huge problem on your hands, because that's horrible. But continuing on with the story, that's rambling on. The whole idea is this: if you're waiting for the game for so long and you get a mobile game instead of an actual new game that you've been looking forward to, that pretty much a mobile game nobody really asked for, to be completely honest, let's just be real, it's like a slap in the face, and if anything, it's gonna make you really upset. So the whole idea is that the internet is in flames. It is stupid lit in terms of just so much hatred towards Blizzard, towards the devs, towards everything that has to deal with Diablo, because it's no longer, it's pretty much that one child that you've just said, you're dead to me now. You've loved that child, everything, which is, please don't do that. Just don't do that to your children. Please don't neglect them, okay? It's one of those things where like, you're dead to me now. So it's like, okay, yeah, that's fine, you know, all good. Now you have a game where it's just, and not to mention, I know somebody's got to probably mention this in my comment section, it's not an original game. What do I mean by that? It's pretty much a reskin, because it's being made by this other studio, which is called NetEase, and they make a bunch of other Diablo clones. It's the exact same thing. It's a reskin of another game that they have made before into a now proper, quote unquote, Diablo reskin, which is, it's the same game, just different models, different backgrounds, a little bit of a reskin, sprinkle of Diablo on it, boom, that's your mobile game. Enjoy, guys, it's there. This is what you guys want to do, because by the way, one of the devs said, do you guys not have phones? We have phones, but we use them for Twitter, not for playing games. I'm sorry, I just got a little bit of sassiness there. Either way, it's just unacceptable. It's definitely a slap in the face to a lot of the fans who've enjoyed this franchise, and on top of that, they're definitely going to be losing a lot of money. It's a shame. I don't know how they're going to even come back from this. If they do announce a new Diablo game, it's probably not even going to be that hyped anymore. It could be hyped. Maybe they could recover themselves in terms of, you know, Blizzard making this decision. Don't understand why they needed to do it at BlizzCon. They could have probably done it in a smaller way, but yeah. Clapping my hands together in the background. It's not looking good for Blizzard at the moment, so it's not good. But either way, yes, thank you guys so much. If you did enjoy this, definitely feel free to leave a like in description down below. Leave a like. What am I saying anymore? If you did enjoy this video, yes, leave a like in down below. I almost did it again. I will be doing a Fallout 76 review if you guys want that. I will be talking a little bit more about it since I have been playing the beta over the weekend for a lot of you people who are interested. If you are, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Perfect. That's what I wanted to say. All good stuff. You already know what to do. I ain't gonna say much more because YouTube is rough these days. It is like a post-apocalyptic war between people who just want to be paid and people who are constantly getting ad blocked and all that other stuff. And I'm just here in the bunker looking outside to make sure everything is safe when it is absolutely not. Sarah Wojcicki, whatever, please stop doing this. Okay, people love doing this. All right, that's all I gotta do. I'm gonna be out of here. Enjoy your weekends. Enjoy everything as well too. Peace, love, and harmony, all that good stuff. Stay awesome, stay creative, play. Peace, peace.